A seemingly incompetent young man angrily pointed his gun at the wall and fired repeatedly. The woman next door was so frightened that she hurriedly called the police. But the young man actually began tearing down the wall with his bare hands, snatched the phone from next door, and told the operator on the other end, "I killed someone." This was not a drill, nor was it a joke. In gun-controlled South Korea, a bloody massacre was quietly unfolding. Under South Korea's high-pressure society, nearly 1 in every 2 Koreans suffers from psychological problems. In the subway, someone was holding a handgun and asking people everywhere if they wanted to buy it, but everyone treated him like a madman. However, in this gun-controlled country, some people actually possessed real firearms in secret. The young man living in the Gashawon exam dormitory appeared incompetent on the surface, but his bag concealed the real deal. He often fantasized about openly killing people with guns, but could only see a psychiatrist and use medication to suppress his murderous impulses. The pressure from exam preparation was already immense, and every night he had to endure indescribable sounds from next door. Combined with neighbors who frequently stole his food but refused to admit it, his patience had reached its breaking point. Meanwhile, what seemed like a simple suicide case caught police attention. When the landlady came to collect rent, she discovered a tenant hanging dead in his room, but the deceased had many bullets placed on his body. Former Army sniper Lee Do was called in to assist. He determined that these bullets would be difficult for ordinary people to access, and the case might involve firearms smuggling. Lee Do was now just an ordinary patrol officer whose daily work involved simple patrols, dispersing protesters, and checking ankle monitors on parolees. He never carried a gun, only a taser, believing that South Korea, as a gun-controlled country, was extremely safe and saw absolutely no need to carry firearms. When handling an incident where a parolee was harassing a female worker, Lee Do and his colleague intervened in time to prevent danger. However, Lee Do's faith in Korea's safety would soon be shattered by reality. That night, the young man in the Gashawon completely lost it. The increasingly loud sounds of lovemaking from next door became unbearable, and after being scolded, he faced arrogant provocation. The enraged young man directly shot through the wall with his gun, then tore down the wall with his bare hands, snatched his neighbor's phone, and confessed to the police, claiming he had killed someone. In an extremely abnormal mental state, the young man not only gave out his Gashawon address, but also threatened to eliminate other people he found annoying. He first killed his next-door neighbor and a muscular man who had previously bullied him. When he discovered the manager was calling the police, he simply killed the manager as well. On an ordinary night, gun-controlled Korean society faced an unprecedented bloody storm. And this was only the beginning.